What's going on, bitches?
What's that?
Not a whole lot. I got the new fucking I got the new cloud lifter hooked up, so let me know if my levels are a little hot. But I'm not sure. I mean, I don't know. It might take a little bit of adjustment.
On Discord. I'll let you know on Facebook.
And I probably gotta turn the music down a little bit. But I'm not sure. Is that coming from Chrome or Edge? Chrome. All right.
I'll be honest. What you were just saying that about turning the music down a little bit, I didn't even hear any.
Oh, you don't hear
stream. I mean,
you don't hear any music in stream?
No.
Wonder why that is. Test.
Yeah.
Test. Fuck. What the hell?
Yeah, hear you great, but no music.
Interesting. Somehow I have to pull out my phone and see for myself. I trust you, but I want to see.
Well, yeah, I can completely understand that. You're always going to want to text it yourself.
Somehow I have to pull out my phone and see for myself. I trust you. It's coming through now.
Let's see. Hold on.
But I did flip on the fucking there's two different line settings in OBS and I flicked on the other one. So maybe that's it. I don't know.
Yeah, I can hear the music now. It's a good level.
All right, cool. So what a shit show it's been. What a shitty fucking week it's been.
Oh, yes, it has, my friend.
I say that while at the same time not entirely acknowledging that I've accomplished everything that I've wanted to. Just
That's
about.
Good.
And
Fuck week.
I'm in the process of even renovating the studio a little bit.
Hell yeah. Awesome, bro.
So I have your computer done. You're gonna have to activate Windows yourself. I'll help you through that, but
Not a problem. Appreciate it.
I don't have the heart to fucking charge you markup on a Windows license.
I hear you. Yeah.
And I'm also too fucking lazy to do it. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna show, like, when your computer shows up, you're gonna let me know, and then I'm gonna tell you where to get your Windows license, because I'm gonna tell you where I buy them.
Cool.
I don't know. You're gonna pay like $25 or $30 rather than $300.
I won't complain.
And
Not
then,
one bit.
and then you're gonna have an activated, computer with fucking Windows.
Yeah.
Windows 11.
Sorry, it was such a pain in the ass with the motherboard.
Yeah, this is some shit that the viewers and everybody watching hasn't heard about yet. We have not talked about it really on stream.
I think we didn't talk about it because we were kind of worried how New Age policy was going to work.
Yeah,
Which surprisingly, they were really good about it. I think they did a good job. They made it very easy.
So the following day after I got done with that stream building Chad's computer, I went to go test everything and install. Well, actually no, I had a problem on that stream where it wasn't posting. Yeah. And I wasn't seeing anything on the video. And rather than troubleshooting that on stream, I just decided to troubleshoot it the next day when I was less tired. And I spent several hours troubleshooting it. I took the graphics card out of it and put a different graphics card in it. Still no video. I was like, well, I took the graphics card, I took your graphics card, put it in my computer, and it worked perfectly. Fucking, I would have liked if it would have stayed in my computer, but that's... So then I was like, all right. I was like, it's not the fucking graphics card. So what the fuck else could it be, right? So I started Googling what the fucking... So the motherboard has like a little LCD screen on it. And it will like spit out a code. But oftentimes these codes are completely arbitrary, not standard across the industry, and like completely fucking made up. So, and sometimes even the manual doesn't have a clear definition of what the code is, and that's one of the things I was running into on the stream. So I come to find out that that code that I was looking at was a code that had to do with the memory, or, well, the RAM. So I was like, all right, well, maybe a couple of sticks of RAM are dead. Not very likely, but I've had it happen before, so, I mean, fuck it. It could happen now, why not? So, I then go on to the next step of the troubleshooting process for the hardware, which is to take any unknown take as many unknown variables as I can out of the equation and just back to basics, you know? What's up, Jamie? What's up, Nathan? Gutierrez in the house. How y'all doing? I'm so caught up in the fucking story, I'm not even looking at the comments. So I go on to look at this shit, and one thing leads to another, as it usually does, and I take the sticks. Instead of putting 4 sticks in the machine, I was like, I'm gonna put 1 stick at a time in the machine. And on top of that, I'm gonna put 1 stick at a time into the machine. I'm gonna figure out which stick is broken. None of them are broken. And with 1 stick of RAM, it posts perfectly fine. Fuck, alright, whatever. So, I put 2 sticks of RAM in it. Posts perfectly fine. I put 3 sticks of RAM in it. Fuck you. So then I go and I was like, alright, well maybe there's a compatibility issue here, because that's something I've ran into before. Like, maybe this RAM just isn't compatible. Everything that I looked at when I was researching parts for this computer indicated that it would be, but fuck it. Well, look, we're gonna look anyways. So I take a more detailed look at the fucking motherboard manual, and I find out that the RAM is indeed compatible. So then I go and I'm like, all right, I'm going to go back to using 1 stick of RAM, and I'm going to put this stick of RAM inside of each slot. And I'm going to figure out if any of these slots are broken. Lo and behold, 2 of these fucking slots don't fucking work. Like, all right. Maybe it needs a firmware or a BIOS update? And then I looked at I was like, I really don't want to update the firmware BIOS bullshit on this fucking thing. So I'm going to call their fucking support people. I called their support people. I was on the phone with them for maybe 15 minutes tops. I told them everything that I just did, right? Like, went through the whole fucking process. And the guy's like, oh yeah, the sticks in the motherboard are defective. The motherboard's dead. Like, fuck. Like, all right, so you it's like you got two options. You can send it back to whoever you bought it from, or you can send it in for an RMA. Now, this is a point where the fucking joke is on me and Chad. So, but I'll get to that. So I hit Chad up, man. I'm like, I got bad news, brother. I'm sure he was fucking pissed off when I said this shit.
Actually, not really. I was thankful that you caught it.
It's like, hey man, we got dead fucking we got a dead fucking motherboard. You got three options. If you want the computer now, we can rock out with 32 gigabytes because, well, in all honesty, 32 gigabytes of RAM is fucking plenty. Well, if you believed in overkill, you should have let me know. I would have got 128 gigabytes rather than 64.
No, not that much overkill.
As I say, you believe in overkill, fucking we'll spend 5,000 or 6,000 on a computer. What's up?
I'm good, bro.
Fucking when I overkill, shit's thoroughly fucking dead. So, anyways, option one, I sent it to you at 32 gigabytes of RAM. And you have a computer, it works, but those 2 RAM slots are all you'll ever have. Option number 2, send it back to Newegg. We didn't know how long it would take us to send it back to Newegg. We thought it would not take as long. Option 3, send the motherboard back to an Asus repair center and take 7 to 10 business days for them to fix it and get it back to us. Now, for a reason that I have not told Chad, I'm glad we didn't go with that option. And I didn't tell Chad at the time because at the time it literally made no fucking difference. So I went and was like, oh, we're gonna go option 2. That seems like it'll be quicker. So it takes me a couple of days before I have time to do it. But I go and I take the fucking motherboard out of the computer. Now, here is where I am glad that we didn't go with option number 3. Because, real talk, at this point, option number 3 would have turned into me hitting you up and being like, hey, Chad, we're going with option 2. So I was trying to package up the motherboard for shipping it back. And the motherboard, the AM5 CPUs are LGA. They're LGA sockets. What that means is that there are no pins on the processor. Instead, the pins are in the CPU socket itself. One of those pins got bent as I was trying to fucking repackage the motherboard. Those pins are impossible to unbend. Like, once they're bent, that motherboard is cooked.
Wow.
It's done. And on top of that, if you send Asus back, from personal experience I'm talking here because I've done it. If you send Asus back a motherboard with bent pins, they will tell you to go get fucked. And then you'll have to buy a new board.
Yeah.
And they'll happily sell you a new one. Of course. So we get the motherboard sent back. Dude, it took them for fucking ever.
It did.
It took 7 days before we got a tracking number back.
What it was that they got it. But then once they got it, it was 2 days before they fucking scanned it in and said, okay, yeah, this is what we sent. Okay, now we'll send something new. That's what happened. What's up, Crowley?
Well,
two or 3 days of them having it and us waiting for them to fucking acknowledge that they have it.
Well, what happened on my end was me not having a motherboard and me being like, if I was Chad, I'd be losing my fucking mind right now.
Dude, I told you. I knew the computer was in good hands. I knew I had a pro building it. And I was basically like, and here's the thing, I'm not without a computer. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I got this one that I'm on right now. So I was like, fuck it, you know? However long it takes, it's cool. I'm not rushing this dude because I know he does good work. And he's my friend. So that was my mindset throughout this entire process. So I was chill.
As
He
soon
even told me that. He's like, man, I wish more of my customers were like chill like you. I'm like, hey, dude.
I really do. I've had customers that it's like, yo, what the fuck? I'm like, well, I'm waiting on a part. I don't know what to tell you.
And the last thing I want to do is, I mean, some of that shit, you know, it takes a lot of shit to put it together. It's like, why do I want to rush this dude with these fucking expensive ass parts? Fuck no. I ain't rushing shit. I know I can't do this shit, so I'm not going to tell him how to do it or how fast he should do it. Because it would probably take me 20 fucking years to put this together, and I'd probably wind up fucking shitting the bed on the whole thing.
If everything went the way it was supposed to, you'd have had your computer 2 fucking weeks ago.
Oh, yeah, I know that.
Like,
I mean, it ain't like it's a diving compressor. A fucking diving compressor? Yeah, give it to me. I'll put that motherfucker together right now. This kind of shit? No.
after the fucking stream, I probably only needed another like 2 or 3 hours with it, and it would have been ready to go, like tops. And most of that 2 or 3 hours is me downloading shit and waiting for it to do things.
Yeah, I just love that look of it, dude. Like watching that stream, I saw how it looked, and it was like, yeah, that's exactly what I wanted. That's exactly what I envisioned. It looks fucking great.
And I left the film on the fucking side glass for you to tear off. It's like for you to peel off. It's really satisfying to do that.
Oh yeah, I did it for this one.
So the motherboard shows up on Tuesday, and I have the component swapped and everything back together. I don't know, probably within an hour and a half of getting the board.
Yeah, he was ready to get it out of your way. I understand that. That's one thing I will say is this, guys. Never once did you hear me, and he'll tell you, I never once said, hey, bro, what's the status? Or, hey, bro, what's going on with this? I was more hitting him up. Hey, look, I got this info from them. This is what they're saying. Like, I never asked him what was going on with anything.
It surprised the fuck out of me.
Oh, man.
It's like, well, I'm coming from the standpoint of like, fucking, how would I feel if somebody had $3,000 worth of my shit?
But here's the thing. I know your work ethic. I know how you are on a project you're doing for other people. Because I've known you for, God, how many fucking years now? I've seen how you are with shit. And I'm like, it's cool. Because the only reason it's not being done is because he can't do it right now. Because if he could do it, and he just didn't do it, it would bug the fuck out of him. I know this guy, you know? So,
yeah, I mean, just not being able to fucking do it was bugging me.
Yeah. But no, man.
And then another thing that goes into that is I had a project that I was planning that I needed your project to be done in order to start.
Right.
That desk in my background over there is part of the fucking studio remodel.
That looks awesome. Man.
That's the original desk that my streaming setup was on.
Okay.
And the one that's sitting in front of me right now is one that I custom built. Anyways, I've decided I wanted to put my editing setup back in this room. So it's going to be going on that table over there. And I also moved all of the network equipment. You'll probably see, if you look carefully at the background, you'll see like all these fucking on one half of the desk, you'll see all this equipment mounted in there. Like, that's like my network infrastructure and shit.
Oh, all right. Nice.
So I'm trying to get all that shit wired up again.
And I didn't hook up my mixer and my new mic to this one. I decided I'm just going to savor it, and I'm going to hook it all up to the brand new computer instead.
Okay.
But I ain't going to lie, dude. It's like, I feel like it's almost like having a new gun, and you're just waiting on the day that you go to the range to pull that trigger. Like, that's how I am with that mixer right now. Like, I can't wait to start fucking turning knobs and pressing buttons.
You want to know something? You want to know something kind of crazy?
Huh.
I have a few guns in my collection that I have yet to shoot.
Really?
Yep. I have a few guns in my collection that I've never fucking fired.
Wow. Okay. I had never thought that.
But I also just no. I'll shoot shit when I get to it, or I'll do something when I get to it. Like, I don't really care.
Nah, Nathan. I knew it was in good hands. I know he does good work, and like I was just saying, I have a working computer. It's just I'm gonna have a 2-computer setup for 2 different applications, 2 different setups. So it's like I can still stream with the one I have now. So it wasn't like I need this computer right now so I can do what I'm doing. You know, this is just gonna make what I do better, and this computer here is gonna go into actually in my kitchen for cooking streams. But the new one's gonna go for my regular gaming streams. So it was like there was no reason to rush.
I remember when you said you was gonna send me some Cajun fucking seasonings and recipes and shit, and I'm still over here waiting on that.
I know, it's coming, dude. I'm sorry.
That being said, when it comes to the mixer, we'll have to get together. I want to do what I can to like teach you how to use that fucking thing.
Sweet.
And I'm pretty good at teaching people shit, so I think I should be able to help you.
I have one question about it.
Yeah?
And it may sound dumb, but the way I feel is if I don't ask the question, it makes the question even more dumb, right?
I suppose so. If you don't ask the question, I can't tell you.
Alright, so we talked about this, me and you, a while back. And by the way, the invite is still there. We were talking about a wrestling stream. You were like, yeah, dude, I could come in there and do like the fucking announcer echoing voice type of shit.
You mean like
that's
this?
something I would do through that mixer?
Yeah.
Sweet.
Yeah, you'll have to set it up a certain way, but absolutely.
Cool. That's fucking awesome.
Absolutely. You'll be able it has, I think, 28 different fucking reverb effects presets.
Oh, dude, that is freaking cool.
So, like, I'll go through some of them if you want.
I got a buddy, one of my friends down here, and I showed it to him and told him what I had, and he's like, ooh, buttons. I'm like, no, motherfucker, you're not going anywhere near this.
So, here's the preset that I like to use the most.
That was dope.
But you also have this one that makes you sound like you're talking in an old fucking ham radio or some shit. You also got this.
I used to have a ham radio.
Terrible echo, JC. I mean, there is a slight echo in this room, but not terrible.
I didn't hear it like that.
Fucking drama queen.
Shit, where did Crowley just go? Oh, there he is. Shut up, Crowley.
So we got this effect here, which also kind of sounds like an old fucking radio. Oh, hold on a minute. You have...
Yeah.
There's an echo from other people in my stream. Okay, here's something I've needed to fucking know about.
Oh, really?
Yeah, well, dude, if there is an echo
No, I
from
mean,
other,
there
like,
is.
yeah,
There
well,
is.
it's probably some fucking setting in OBS that I have to figure out. Yeah, there is a fucking terrible.
yeah, I hear it. Okay.
And the stream, yeah, I don't hear it through Discord, but I
No,
hear
it's
it
not
in the
in
stream.
Discord. Whoop. You should get the one that sounds like the God King. What's that? Zer says? I don't know. I can't read it, Jason.
Xerxes.
Yeah, I was close. Yeah,
A lot.
that's pretty cool. That's cool as shit. Dude, you wouldn't have made it. They'd have kicked you off the air.
Go for XM. You can, they don't give a shit on
Yeah, he'd have
XM.
to go on satellite radio, man. There's no way he could do regular radio. Now, no sound from streamer. What? Hold on.
Here just troubleshooting shit. All right, well, we turned the other fucking line
Still hear
input
your
off.
music. Oh yeah, I hear it. Okay.
Now you should hear me. Like, I turned both of these on because the fucking background music was not coming in. Shooting shit.
Huh.
All right, well, we turned the other fucking line.
Now I can hear you. I heard you
off.
say troubleshooting shit. Yeah. Yeah.
Now you should hear me. Like, now the background music's not coming in. Fuck it, I don't care. Like, I'm just, you know, rather than fucking around with OBS for the background music for future streams, I'm just gonna fucking hook a laptop into my mixer. Fucking, I'm sick of, I'm sick of fucking with it. I have like 12. I have 12 fucking input channels here, and I'm only using 3 of them. I've got fucking room to hook shit up. I need to quit being lazy and just fucking do it.
Just do it.
Do it.
You won't do it.
Just do it.
God, dude, we
Just
used to
do
literally
it.
sit there for hours, just back and forth with that shit.
How the fuck is there no sound from me now? What the fuck?
Hold on.
Hold on.
I'm not sure. I really don't want to pull my stream
I
up
can hear
on
you
the
fine
stream.
on my end.
I can
on
hear.
the,
Yeah,
on the
I can
screen.
hear you.
All
in
right,
the stream fine.
can you hear the
You might be
people?
talking about the music.
Can you hear the people in Discord? Jesus
you're good,
fucking
you're good.
Christ.
You're good, bro. He says all good even now. You sound good now.
I can hear everything now, and I just mute the
Right.
stream so in Discord because I get a 10-second echo if I don't.
I'm not gonna say, like, okay, Nathan, I have 4 guns in my collection that I have not once fired. One of them I have a legitimately good reason for not firing. I got a free gun from the mayor.
Oh yeah, that one.
Oh,
Yeah. Yeah, that
Yeah, I don't know.
And I'm
if
gonna
I
guess
can
the
do
one
that
that your friend got you probably haven't shot yet either.
no, I haven't.
See, I figured that.
And it's not that I don't want to. I just haven't
You
had
just haven't been to the range.
yeah, I haven't had time to go to the fucking range.
That was the 2 I was gonna say. I was thinking when you said that, I was like, all right, that's probably the 2 guns for sure. At least those 2.
I mean that being said, I did fucking pull out the fucking shotgun when I heard my car alarm go off outside.
I bet.
Dude, I have a bunch of expensive equipment in that motherfucker. If somebody wants to steal it, I hope it's worth dying over. Because I'm gonna be perfectly real, I value my and my company's property more than I value somebody else's life.
Especially when they're gonna put it at risk for trying to do something that's stupid.
Yeah.
So on the subject of vehicles, I'm gonna be working on my car. Hopefully the weather permits me to this weekend.
Oh, nice.
I ordered like $600 worth of stuff.
Cool.
Dang. So what? 2 things?
No, like a whole pallet of shit.
Oh damn.
I mean, it's a Crown Vic. Parts ain't exactly expensive.
Not anymore. You're not wrong.
So yeah, I mean, I got a new, and some, if you count the parts I already have, I probably have like $900 worth of parts I'm putting in this car. AC compressor, AC dryer, fucking AC condenser, new radiator, a coolant reservoir, fucking a radiator support strut, radiator
Coolant
fan,
reservoir is going to be the easiest thing to put in.
radiator fan and housing. I got fucking side marker lights for both sides because I had to replace the one side, and with lights, if you're gonna replace the one side, you gotta
Might as well
replace them both.
Yep.
If you don't, as soon as you replace it, the other one's gonna fucking go out.
Well, it's the housing, not the bulb. But well,
Oh, okay.
I didn't
You want
even
them to look alike.
I didn't even think about the bulbs. I'm gonna have to replace those now too. Fuck.
Well, you want your housing to look identical, so yeah.
And then I got the plastic cowl that goes under the fucking wheel well. Got that too. It's gonna be a giant clusterfuck. And I still have shit to buy. I still have to get a front bumper cover and a fucking front side passenger quarter panel. And taking the front passenger quarter panel off is gonna be a bitch. I was watching a video about it. That motherfucker. Ugh.
What year Crown Vic?
06. Ford really didn't want you changing that part out.
No. The AC components, that's all going to be a pain in the ass. The radiator's going to be a pain in the ass.
Everything about it's going to be a pain in the ass, except for the reservoir.
Yeah, the reservoir is going to be easy. It's like two bolts. I used to work in a shop, but
well, from what I've seen, the fucking radiator is not going to be too terrible. It's like 8 bolts.
Yeah, the radiator's not that bad, but you're going to have to. Does the AC work now?
No.
Oh, okay. I was going to say, because if not, you're going to have to reclaim all that Freon.
Well, when I
put it all back in.
I purchased the car, the guy had like the AC in the car didn't work when I bought it, and the guy had all the parts and just never got around to doing it.
I got you.
So I was like, well, that's awfully fucking convenient considering one of those fucking parts broke in the fucking collision.
Oh shit.
So that's one less thing I have to buy.
Right.
The condenser goes right in front of the radiator.
Yeah, the condenser goes in front of the radiator.
Yeah, both the condenser and the radiator that are in the car right now are bent like a fucking pretzel.
Dang.
Oh.
Like this shit's the pictures are on my personal Facebook if you go back and look. This shit's folded like a fucking accordion.
I'll check it out later.
The part that's going to be the hardest is going to be the support strut, because the bolt that is supposed to hold the support strut in place was completely ripped out of the frame.
Damn.
Oh shit, you're gonna have to re-tap that.
So retapping it, best case scenario, but how it looks, I don't think retapping it's going to be an option, bud.
No.
No, I think that's going to be a tack welding that bitch on there. Or maybe boring out the hole bigger and putting a bigger bolt in and tapping that.
That might be easier.
Easier than one small weld?
Well, no. But if you're gonna do that, JB weld that son bitch.
Nah, you want something that's gonna hold, homie. I'm
Well,
sorry, I got bad
that
experience
JB
with
weld
JB
will hold.
Weld.
But
Dude, with one of my friends, I got access to a fucking MIG welder. Why am I gonna JB weld
Yeah.
that
Oh,
bitch?
well,
If you get welded, just go ahead and weld it.
well,
Yeah.
no, I didn't. If you got access to a welder, fuck yeah, zip it on in about 30 seconds. Shit.
Yeah, I just like one bead on each side, and it'll hold that bitch. Like,
Oh yeah.
I didn't know. I should have asked if you had access to a welder, but
it's not a major thing that's holding the fucking chassis together. It just supports the radiator in place.
yeah.
So I don't think I'm hurting anything by doing that. I don't think I'm
Nah, I don't think so.
compromising the integrity of the structure of the car or anything.
No,
don't
if you're
think so.
just gonna put 4 or 5 tack welds on it, you're not gonna
I mean, I'm not
compromise anything.
I'm not a mechanic or a fucking automotive or structural engineer by any stretch. But I have to do this because no fucking shop will work on it. Because they're like, oh, we won't do anything with the chassis. That's a liability thing. I'm like, pussies, whatever.
Yeah.
So I have that going on, and I do have another thing that's a saving grace of mine, though, that made me a little bit happy. The police interceptors have a transmission fluid cooler on the car, like on the radiator or whatever. Like,
Yeah.
it's a whole ass separate part, but it ties into that system. Well, my Crown
Yeah.
Vic,
Transmission intercoolers. Yeah, they all tie in together.
well, my Crown Vic is a 5-speed manual,
Well,
which
then
means
you're not.
it doesn't have that system on it. So
No.
that's one less thing I
Yeah.
gotta buy.
I was gonna say if it's a manual, you shouldn't have a use for an intercooler then.
Yep. So there's $100 I didn't have to spend, and you know what? I almost fucking bought it. I'm glad I didn't. I had the fucking thing sitting in my cart, and I was thinking about it, and then I was like, wait. And then I went and read it because I'm not a fucking mechanic, right? I have to like read into this shit.
Oh yeah, definitely.
And then I was like, well, this is a police interceptor. I'm like, well, this is not a regular police interceptor. So then I have to take the modifications into consideration. I'm like, okay, Tremec 36.
06 manual police interceptor. Damn. They ain't fucking around.
Well, that didn't come from the cops like that.
No, okay. I was gonna say I wouldn't think so, but
But yeah, you're right. A 5-speed manual Crown Vic ain't fucking around. That manual
No, hell no.
that manual transmission swap alone will take 2 seconds off your quarter-mile time.
oh, definitely.
I've seen it.
What's it got? A 351?
It's a 4.6 fucking single overhead.
Oh, 4.6. All right.
I think it's a single overhead.
4.6.
Well, they have.
Should be
back
a
in a
dual.
second,
Should be a
Bob.
dual.
Well, no, the dual overheads go in the Mustangs. And I know.
Well, I had a dual overhead in one of my Rangers, but I know it's a different motor for a different vehicle, but
Well, what I'm getting at is that they're different enough that a lot of the aftermarket Mustang parts won't work. And I think like one of them is single overhead cam and one of them is dual overhead cam, and I forget which one is for which. But of the two, the Crown Vic is the one that has less aftermarket parts made for it.
okay, all right, yeah, a 4. I was trying to think 'cause there's a 4.6 and there's a 4.
Well, it's a person.
I think the 4.3 is the dual over. I think you could be right. I don't remember.
It's a personal goal. It's a So a 5-speed manual is almost like a cheat code for a Crown Victoria, right?
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
It is a goal of mine at one point to do the other thing that is like a cheat code in a Crown Victoria. And I want to coyote swap that bitch.
Oh.
And I don't even have to turbo it or boost it or nothing. Just a fucking coyote would make that car smack.
And it should drop right in. It should drop right in.
Yeah, all the fucking bolts and shit would line up. And
as long as the transmission bell housing lines up, you're good to go. Shit.
Well, the transmission bell housing, it would line up too. The Coyote is a Mustang engine.
Mm-hmm.
And the Tremec 3650 that's in my car is a Mustang transmission.
Nice. Oh, well, shit.
So yeah.
About a 4 hour swap. Be all right.
Well, it won't be a 4 hour swap for me. That motherfucker will be an entire weekend for me because I've never fucking done it. And I don't know shit about it.
Yeah.
And then on top of that, I don't have any fucking asshole buddies who've done it. Like,
you live in Kansas. You're gonna tell me there's no one in Kansas to swap the motor?
I'm not gonna say there's no one in Kansas to swap the motor. I'm gonna say there's no one in Kansas who I am affiliated with that would swap the motor.
I was just fucking with you.
Like, I've called mechanic shops to inquire about it, and they're just like, yeah, no, we don't do that. It's like, I'm just looking for... I was like, well, I'm going to have to do it myself, I guess, because I can't find the one redneck that's like, oh, yeah, bring me a 12-pack of beer. I'll fucking do it.
You got to come a little bit farther south for that, bro.
I guess. What, do you know how to swap a transmission, Chad?
I'm not a redneck.
Drive my shit down to New Orleans and buy a fucking engine out of a junkyard there.
I haven't done a transmission swap, but I've done a couple motor swaps.
That's actually how I plan on doing the fucking Coyote too, is that I'm gonna go to a junkyard and I'm gonna just buy the fucking block out of a car and I'm gonna build it up. Bit by bit. Because I can't afford fucking $5,000 on a fucking engine. Just right from rip, you know? But I'll tell you what I can do.
You could probably get a crate one for between 25 and 3.
I'll tell you what I can do, though. I mean, I don't know. Maybe I could look at getting the crate one. But I was thinking about just getting the block. Or just getting the engine so that I could get the block out of it. And just, like, putting all the fucking top of the line parts in the fucking engine before I put it in. Just one piece, like one piece at a time. Like, all right, I'm going to buy the fucking cam rods. I'm going to buy this. I'm going to buy that. Put it in bit by bit. And then instead of having like a stock fucking Coyote engine, like I'd have one that's like fucking built, you know?
Oh, definitely.
And that would be more within my... That'd be more feasible for me to do. Because I'm like, okay, what? 500 to 1,500 for a block? Right?
Probably. At least.
And then, like, the totality of it is expensive, but individually it's not. Where you're like, all right, I'm going to get the fucking, I'm going to get the fucking heads,
Oh, yeah.
You talk about some Johnny Cash. He built it one time.
40, 49, 51, 52, 53, 54, 55, 56, 57, 58, 59 automobile.
It's because that way, if you're going to do it that way, then you can customize it to how you want it instead of saying, oh, here's what you got. No, I want this with this. I want these heads. I want these lifters.
And like I would buy this shit, and then like as I'm getting ready to buy the next part, like I'd research it meticulously and figure out which one I want.
Yeah.
I don't know. Maybe I'd individually buy the parts and have a mechanic shop build the engine, because maybe there's like some machine work or something that I don't know that I gotta do or that I ain't got the tools for or whatever.
And unless you want to have it bored out, I mean, I mean, if you want to, if you got a 360 and you wanted a 383, they're gonna have to bore it out a little bit, but that's that's a different tool though.
So if I don't want it bored out, you're telling me I could just buy all the parts and assemble them like fucking Lego bricks?
Yeah, I mean, basically, yeah.
Shit,
Get your
alright.
camshaft, get your rods, get your heads. I mean, get the lower unit, put all the pistons in, and put it in how you want it, and then get the heads, put it in, build it, and then slam it together and put it in the car.
I mean, I have a couple of things that I know for a fact that I'm going to do. Like one thing is, and this is probably a completely unnecessary expense, but when building the engine, one thing I do plan on doing is spending $600 on a fucking aluminum oil pan.
Yeah.
I don't know why. It's just, it gives me a warm and fuzzy. Like, oh yeah, it'll take like 3 pounds off the weight of the engine.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong at all, but the only bad thing about aluminum, if rock bounces up and hits the right spot, it's going to put a hole in it.
Yeah, you can weld it back together.
Not really.
Not aluminum.
You can't weld aluminum?
You can, but not.
There's a difference
All
between.
frames that work are welded. They're
It's
aluminum.
not like. It's not like. Well, it's a different weld.
There's a difference between can and should.
Ah.
I mean, you can, yeah. Should you? Probably not.
But yeah, I've been, I want to. Where a lot of my stuff, where a lot of my money is going to be spent on that engine is going to be in the parts that I have the hardest time getting my hands on when I have the engine in the car. Like,
right.
like the fucking pistons. I will buy the nicest fucking pistons I can find that money can buy. Because you don't simply swap those out. Like fucking...
No.
It's not quite... well, and I might also even... I might also go a little crazy on the heads. For the fucking head is a part that's slept on a lot.
Now, I will say if you get an aluminum block, it'll warm up faster in the heat in the wintertime.
Well, I don't know that I want to get a full aluminum block. I think I just want an aluminum fucking oil pan.
Yeah.
Like, another thing that I have to balance out here when it comes to building an engine for me and for how I use a car and what I want is I want to find that sweet spot between fucking tank on wheels durability and fucking fast.
Yeah, definitely.
And I'll research it some, but like if I find stuff to indicate that a steel block is more reliable, that's what I'm gonna go with.
I mean, it's good. Steel blocks are more reliable. Yes, I was just like in the winter. I know. Well, you're in the same Midwest like I am in the wintertime. I know winters can be harsh there too, but I just know like they'll warm up faster, so you get heat faster in the vehicle. But weight-wise, it's only about maybe 40 to 50 pounds lighter with aluminum.
Well, 40 to 50 pounds is significant.
Oh yeah, definitely, definitely.
But that's one of those areas where I would be like if I'm gonna just raw dog buy a block, I would be researching. Like, I'd spend a couple of weeks researching it before I spend any money. But real talk, the way I'm really thinking about doing it is just whatever block I get out of a junkyard. Like, I don't know.
I mean,
if I get steel, I get steel.
If it's a decent junkyard though, because I've seen some junkyards. Yeah, we got one. Come get it. And you look at it, and it's from a car that's been fucking T-boned by a train, and it's like, you're gonna sell me a motor that? No, we ain't doing that.
I was thinking about buying it from LKQ specifically.
Oh, LKQ, they're good. They're real good.
No, they're fucking nationwide. I'd hope they're good.
Yeah. Because when I worked at the shop, we'd get a bunch of our shit in from them, and I'd never had any problems with LKQ at all.
Yeah, and buying parts from LKQ is good for certain customers for certain things. Because there's two kinds of customer, and I've been guilty of being both. There's one customer who's uncompromising, and he doesn't care how much money he costs. He just wants it done. And and he wants it fucking perfect, and he's gonna be meticulous about it. And I've been that guy. Some mechanics.
Well, you spend that much money on something, yeah, you're gonna want it. You're gonna want it a certain way for sure.
Some mechanics don't appreciate that much, though. But then I've also been the other guy where I'm like, look, I don't like. Well, we could maybe get something out of a junkyard. I can't quite give you a warranty or anything. Like, I'm like, look, I don't give a fuck. Just take a part that works and put it in there.
Right? Yeah, I've done that several times. I've been both of them people too. You ain't telling me nothing. When I worked at the shop, there was this old guy. He was cool as shit. He was a grouchy motherfucker, but he was cool as shit. And had an old 86 Chevy box body, the good looking box bodies.
Yeah.
And he had like the passenger mirror was gone and the front quarter panel was starting to rust out. And he goes, I don't give a fuck what you do. I don't give a fuck if you go around the corner of the junkyard. Just fix it. All right, not a problem.
Bet.
I'll call you tomorrow morning because it'll be done. And it's like, and then he took it. He's like, all right. So about 3 blocks down the road, there was a paint shop. He took it and had this whole truck painted a whole different color and brought it in. He goes, and that's why I didn't care. It's like, I mean, it looks good. I don't care. I was just doing what you paid me to do and told me to do.
I wasn't fucking questioning you.
Right? I mean, I just did what you told me to do, man.
I had a fucking throttle body on a fucking Mercury Grand Marquis go out one time.
Those are a bitch. Can be a bitch.
Hey Nathan, there is a kind of a build your car game simulator. It's called Car Mechanic Simulator. I've streamed it before. Man. I've built the fuck out of some cars in that game.
Well, I would have made you laugh yesterday as far as video games go.
No?
Oh yeah. There's a guy. He's came into these streams a couple of times. You know his streaming partner better than him. His streaming partner is Anna. But the guy's name's Truman. He's come in here a couple of times.
Yeah, I know. I know the name.
So yesterday I'm watching his stream, right? And he's streaming. He decides he's going to stream Grand Theft Auto. Now he doesn't play it that much. Part 5. He really doesn't play it often. He's going to stream online, which he's never streamed before.
I really need to do a single player playthrough of that.
So listen to this. This is great. So he's playing it. I have him as a friend, so I jump into his lobby, right? And I'm like, I could fuck with him. Nah, I'm gonna help him a little bit. Well, he winds up going to Discord. He asks me to join in Discord. He doesn't realize I'm in his lobby yet. And he says, hey, could you join in Discord and maybe you could kind of tell me what's going on? Yeah, bro, I got you. Whole time I'm like looking for him on the map. I'm driving towards him.
Hit his
ass figure out where he's at, and I'm like, what do you want to do? I said, oh, by the way, look around you. He's like, what? Oh, shit. I said, yeah, dude, that's my car. Hop in. Where the fuck we going? He tells me he wants to go wreck shit. So I said, okay, I know where to take you.
The beach.
I start up a CEO, add him to my team, and I have the hangar in Fort Zancudo. So I bring him over there. Dude's never drove one before in his life. Park right in front of the jet and say, here you go, bro. Want to raise some hell? This is how you raise some fucking hell at your level. Dude, you should have saw that. It was fucking great.
You know,
He lasted about 3 or 4 minutes till someone finally got pissed off and shot him down with a fucking RPG.
I did for a while I had that airbase at Zancudo, and then I went and bought the one at LSIA.
Ah.
And the reason for that is because I got sick of going all the way over to Zancudo. It just felt like it was so far away.
Yeah, I got it just so I wouldn't have to deal with the jets when I wanted the fighter jet. Because I didn't purchase one. I know you bought the fucking jet.
Yeah, that fucking... Well, I had to buy it. I wanted to paint it red. Had to do it.
Had to do it.
I really do need to fucking hop on that and do a single player story mode stream of Grand Theft Auto 5.
I think it would be interesting just because of your skill level on that game. I think it really would be cool.
We'll have to set up it. We'll have to set up a day of the week to fucking do that. If you want to comment on it or come in on that at all or whatever. I don't know.
Yeah.
Whatever. It's fucking, you ain't got to do shit, I guess, but. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe sometime during the weekend would probably work best for both of us.
Yeah, I mean, either way, during the week, we were talking, we're probably going to be changing schedules up.
Yeah, we're gonna have to do the Kekfest is gonna be Monday, I guess. I think is what we came up with.
Yeah, we're gonna switch that to Monday, and I'm gonna switch my wrestling stream. Yeah.
Yeah, and any other like collaborated thing I'm gonna do is gonna have to be on the weekend, or every other Wednesday, because it's gonna be my schedule is gonna be jam packed with firefighting shit. Which we had fun at the drill last night. Fucking the stupidest thing ever. We fucking played Jenga with the jaws of life.
Nice.
Like we stacked up all the fucking shoring boards like a fucking Jenga set. And then had to like use the jaws of life instead of our hands to take them off and then stack them, and my shoulders kind of hurting. It got to the point the pile was so tall, you had to like hold the fucking jaws of life like over your fucking head with this board. And this fucking thing weighs like 60 pounds.
I was gonna say, fuck that. Those things are heavy. No.
But the whole point of it was to get us all comfortable using the tool.
Oh yeah, they're fun to use until you actually have to use one and trying to save something. They're fun to use in practice, but when it comes like freaking out sometimes.
I sent Chad
me with the accident.
I sent Chad a picture of the ridiculous fucking pile that was like, I don't know.
I'll send it to Riley and Anna.
30 seconds or so before it fell.
That's great.
And then after that, we had a thing where we were, they had like a table with fucking folding legs. But the legs were folded in and it was on the ground, you know? And the whole exercise was to take the table, using tools that are in our rescue truck, take the table and lift it off the ground without spilling a cup of water that is on it.
Damn.
Drink the cup of water and stand the table up.
Yeah.
Why the fucking OBS is Streamlabs OBS is trying to sell me shit. Fuck you guys. So another thing that I wanted to before I fucking get too on this tangent, I want to address the bunny in the room and say hi, Anna.
Hey.
Hey, Bunny. Oh, damn, that's a hell of a stick.
Yeah. Big
So
props to fucking Anna. I've had internet issues this week on my end. Upload speed, go figure. Gonna be taken care of real soon when I switch to fiber. But Bunny went live on the page, so I would keep my level up and put some content up for me. So
she's a fucking champ.
Good shit.
It's just letting you know. I've already sent her all the stars that she got on the stream. I send them to her same night.
I mean, I
I'll
ain't
make
Yeah,
tripping.
yeah.
I ain't tripping. That's between y'all. But
That's my appreciation of her, to show her how much I appreciate her helping. I sent it to her same night.
It took him being survivor to find out everything.
Well, I went through Truman. Truman gave me all your info.
No,
Last time.
so
I know.
We got people who know people.
Yeah, we got
Pretty much.
So to go on to what I was about to get into, God damn it! Now I lost my train of thought.
Like I said, I have effect on that.
It was something to do with streaming. I think I'll think of it soon enough. We'll
We
just
were talking about the schedule changing. How you were going to move Kekfest to Monday.
yeah, but I didn't have anything beyond that meaningfully to say about that. So I was gonna segue into something else, and then I decided to say hi to Anna, and I got distracted.
You were also talking
Oh,
about playing
shit!
a playthrough of GTA.
Shit, yeah, no, now I remember. Phone system.
Oh yeah.
Phone system.
That's gonna be fun.
So I have gotten to a point where to connect it to my mixer, I need something called a PBX hybrid. This is a piece of equipment that they use in radio stations to, hello, you're on the air. You'll be able to call into the stream once I have this thing set up. It's a really expensive part, but I found it on eBay for really cheap. So hopefully it works. There was this business that was on there. They had it as a display model and they were selling it. It was like in the wrapping and shit in the box. I'm like, well, that looks hopeful. Let's give it a shot. Let's shoot $150 in that general direction and see if this thing works. Otherwise, normally a $600 piece of gear. All the other ones on eBay were selling for like $300. So, if I could save $1 or $2, I will.
Right. No shit.
But it will interface directly into the fucking mix board. And I could even set it up to the point to where it will automatically answer the phone and I don't have to push a button when somebody calls. I don't think I'm going to do that. Or if I do decide to do that, I'm going to have somebody sitting at that desk over there in front of a phone, right? I'll have my roommate sitting over there. He'll screen the calls.
You know,
and then transfer
who would be
it to
perfect
me.
for that job?
Who?
But he's like fucking worlds away. But it would be so fucking perfect if he was the
Doka?
guy that was able to do it.
Doka?
Fucking Doka.
See, now I can call in. Now I can call in.
Could you imagine Doka screening the calls?
I'd love it. Like,
that would be great, dude.
Real talk. If I hit the fucking Mega Millions, I'm hiring him to be my fucking handler.
Fucking love Doka, man. Doka's the shit. I miss that motherfucker.
He's gonna, dude. If I win the fucking Mega Millions, I'm gonna pay that dude $100,000 a year to be my secretary.
Bro, I haven't talked to him and it's been a while, man. I miss that motherfucker, bro. He's fucking hilarious.
I haven't talked to him in a little bit either. He's been pretty quiet lately.
Doka, come back.
We will have some news that I'm gonna go over. Bryce has posted some articles for us. So let's do that. So we got the local beat and we have celebrity deaths. What do you want to go over first? I think everybody knows what celebrity death I'm going to go over, but
Yeah, I'm pretty sure
let's
we
do
all
local.
do.
Let's do local.
Yeah, let's do local.
alrighty, local beat it is. Oh, who the why the fuck do I recognize that guy?
Strange.
It's not me, I promise.
Salina Public Schools, Lakewood Middle School employee arrested. Sorry, what?
No, I just said, damn, we're arresting an employee, school employee.
Yeah. A Salina Public Schools employee was arrested earlier this week after the Newton Police Department detectives executed a search warrant on the employee's cell phone. Newton is a city I lived in before living here.
Oh, damn.
At approximately 11:45 a.m. on Monday, detectives from Newton's police department were assisted by detectives and officers from the Salina Police Department at Lakewood Middle School. And they put the address to the fucking school. Like, why the fuck does that matter for this article? Literally anybody could Google where the fuck that is.
For column space.
But anyways, they went there regarding a search warrant for a cell phone belonging to a 35-year-old USD 305 employee identified as Ryan Brungert. I swear to God, I've seen that guy somewhere.
I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with this, but...
Brungert is a social studies teacher at Lakewood, according to the school website. The Newton police detectives following up on a crime that was allegedly committed, according to the Newton City Deputy Chief Scott Powell. Upon arrival to the school, contact was made with the employee and his phone was seized. As the Newton Police Department detectives began talking with him, Brune forcefully grabbed the phone from Newton detectives and went to break it.
Yep. I'm pretty sure I know where you're going with that.
According to a release from the Salina Police Department, Brungert broke his phone in half. The lithium ion battery was ignited and started a small flame, triggering the fire alarms to go off.
Okay, didn't see that one coming.
Fieldman said Brunk's forcible retrieval of his phone led to a wrestling match with 3 other officers. The struggle continued, and Newton detectives were forced to tase him during the incident as he continued to resist. The struggle occurred in the school's resource officer, resulted in minor injuries to the officer and minor damage to the linoleum flooring. Fieldman told Salina Post that the detectives are still reviewing the phone to determine its viability. It's probably not viable.
Not anymore.
If I hypothetically had done what that guy was probably doing, I would have broken my phone too. That was a smart fucking play.
I will say this though. Think about something. The lithium battery started a fire. People in insane asylums, they give them fucking lithium as a drug. Just think about that for a minute.
But not lithium ion.
No, it's lithium.
Yeah, but like it's not a battery.
No, but it's lithium.
According to the Saline County booking report, Brungert's being held on the requested charges of aggravated arson, aggravated robbery, and battery on a law enforcement officer. And
I was going to say, just go ahead. I'll let you
physical contact with county or city officer on duty and interfere with law enforcement officer, conceal/destroy felony evidence.
You know what that trip includes? Going from the school to the jailhouse. We're going out to the country. We're going to drag you out the car and we're going to beat your ass.
Yeah, right.
No.
And then you're going to the jailhouse.
They need what they need to do is like they need to follow up on the stuff that made them suspicious in the first place, and try to get
Right.
For most pieces of data, there's 2 locations at least. And if they could get data from if they could get data from the other side of the communication there, they could still get his ass.
Oh yeah, I'm sure it's in the clouds somewhere.
And let me tell you something. Okay? They don't like people who victimize children in prison.
Oh no, not at all.
And that guy will have a rough go at it.
Oh yeah, oh definitely. Soon as everyone finds out, yep, he'll be gone.
Well,
I've said that for years. Prisoners do more to cure pedophiles than anything else.
Yeah, if they don't put them in PC.
Well,
PC doesn't fucking matter.
No, I agree.
PC doesn't fucking matter. What'll happen is another fucking dude will PC up to fucking get closer to him and still stab his bitch ass.
Right.
Fair.
You know what? I started talking to a girl lately. See how that fucking goes. She probably thinks I'm a fucking scrub. We went on a fucking midnight fucking Hardee's excursion. And she's like, oh, let's hang out. She hits me up in the middle of the fucking night. Like, we've been talking for a couple of weeks. She hits me up in the middle of the fucking night, like, let's hang out, let's go somewhere. I'm like, okay. It's like, well, you're gonna have to come because my fucking car is not working. So here I am now. I'm a deadbeat without a car.
Yeah.
But I was like, fuck it, you roll up and I'll fucking pay for the fucking food and gas your car up or whatever, and we'll go. Nothing is open in my small town at fucking midnight. And it literally was like 12:30 at night or 1 o'clock at night when we left. So we went to Hardee's. Because like I had to really think about it. I'm like, what the fuck is open at 11 at night in small town Kansas? Well, the Hardee's like 30 miles west of me. Like, that's open. It's like, fuck it, we'll go to Hardee's. I mean, if nothing else, that shows that I'm fucking resourceful.
Yeah.
Right.
I'm like, I'll figure something out. Hardee's broke my heart, though. They fucking did me nasty. They did me nasty, yeah. And this is gonna break your heart, too.
Oh, wow.
This made me sadder than the celebrity death we had.
Wow.
I regret to inform everybody who is within the sound of my voice that Hardee's no longer serves curly fries.
We don't even have Hardee's anymore here. They closed them all down.
That's fuck Hardee's then.
They no longer serve curly fries.
Fuck that, bro.
And Carl's Jr. probably also no longer serves curly fries because they're the same thing.
The same thing, isn't it?
Yeah,
it is.
They're the same thing. I don't know why they have a different name, but they're the same thing.
Yeah.
Yeah,
That's like Rallies and
right down the
Checkers.
road from work. Oh, yeah,
That's
the
like
same
Rallies
thing.
and Checkers. Basically the same fucking thing. Just different places got a different name.
So that made me really fucking sad.
Yeah, that was the best part about Hardee's.
That was enough to make me leave if they weren't the only thing that was open.
Yeah. I
At
agree.
least you still have Hardee's.
I don't have Hardee's.
Well, no, they closed them all down here. There was one like right down the road from work. I'd go there in the morning for breakfast, and the
Yeah.
little old lady behind the counter would hook me up, and,
Let me tell you
they,
something.
and then they said on the news, all the ones in the area are closing down.
Let me tell you something, okay? Hardee's without the fucking curly fries is
not Hardee's.
not fucking Hardee's.
It is not.
I agree.
It is not. You're not wrong. You're not wrong.
So yeah, it's really fucking sad.
Well, that was like there was a bar that actually just closed down, but it's the only bar around that had waffle fries, and that's the only reason I'd go there because they had waffle fries. Went there for lunch one day. I'll take bacon cheeseburger and waffle fries. Like, we don't have waffle fries anymore. So what the fuck?
You don't have waffle fries anymore, then go fuck yourself.
Right, exactly. Just bring me a fucking bacon cheeseburger, I guess. And bring me 2 beers so I can cry in the first one.
So yeah,
Right.
that really
I was
fucking.
gonna say you might want 3 so that your friend could join.
I feel like Anna would be a really fun person to get shit-faced drunk with.
Fair.
I am.
I don't give a fuck about Hardee's onion rings. I don't even like onion rings. They can take their onion rings and shove them up their fucking ass. I want my curly fries.
Yeah. And you know, if Hardee's didn't start the curly fries, Arby's would never have curly fries.
I wonder if, well, there's no way Arby's is open at 2 in the fucking morning.
Nah, I think they close at like, well, the one around here closes at like 11 or 12, I think.
Hey, Nathan, Nathan, what the fuck is open at 2 in the morning other than Hardee's and McPherson? Just in case I have to go through this again. I seriously wanted to fucking take off my belt and slap that lady with it when she told me they didn't have curly fries. Like, the fuck?
I don't know, you got a Steak and Shake close? I think they're open 24 hours.
Ain't no Steak and Shake in McPherson. The fuck is in McPherson? Let's see, we got Dairy Queen, that's not open. McDonald's. They probably closed their lobby, so that may as well not be open. Maybe Taco Bell? I'll bet they closed their. I bet they closed their fucking lobby too. Dicks. The Burger King in McPherson no longer exists. That got closed. I don't know about Arby's. I don't know if they'd be open at 2 in the morning. I could almost guarantee you Slim Chickens is not open
have a
at 2 in the
Denny's?
morning. Not in
you have a
McPherson. We could have went like, I don't know, an hour out to like Wichita or Salina, and there would have been a Denny's in those places. Or an IHOP or whatever. Well, actually, Wichita has both Denny's and IHOP. IHOP fucking smacks at 2 in the morning.
Got Waffle Houses. I don't know if you got probably
We don't. We don't
way.
have a Waffle House within several hundred miles.
We don't have a single Waffle House in this state, and it pisses me off.
The last time I ate at a Waffle House, I got out of prison. Well, I don't think a single Walmart in this country is 24/7 anymore. That's what fucking COVID robbed us of.
Yeah, I was gonna say I don't think there has been since the COVID deal.
That's what COVID fucking robbed us of. I want to go to war with China over that. Like y'all took away my ability to shop at Walmart at fucking midnight when nobody's there.
Exactly. I used to do when I used to work 4 to midnight, factory job, and I'd like, fuck it, I'm gonna go to the grocery store at 1 in the morning. It's like, why? It's like, because no one's there and I can be in and out in like 30 minutes or less.
Well, here's my thing, okay? And this probably is a little bit counterproductive considering I'm a streamer. But outside of streaming, and well, Nathan knows me in person. Outside of streaming or specific functions that I go expecting to socialize, I'm an antisocial person. I don't want shit to do with anybody.
Oh, I don't either. I anti-stalk. I learn people's routines so I can avoid them.
So do I. Like, dude, I don't want nothing to fucking do with nobody. Keep me out of your drama. I don't fucking care, you know?
It's like,
Well, that's interesting, Crowley.
They say I don't like people. I mean, okay, I say I don't like people. It makes me sound like an asshole. I like people. I don't like a lot of people in an area. What'd I say? What's interesting?
You said you don't like people. I'm like, all right, motherfucker, I'll remember that next month.
No, I do. I like people. I don't like people.
What's happening next month?
We're going to hang out for a weekend. I'm just giving them shit.
You gotta come up here to Kansas and we can get some cozy in.
Hell yeah, I know I do.
Yeah, I like people if there's like a small amount of people in a big area, but you put me in a room full of people, no, I don't like people.
I don't like people at all. Unless I'm specifically wanting to be with people, I want to be in an area that's got fucking nobody. I don't want to hear anybody. I don't want to listen to anybody. I don't want anybody to come up to me. I want to be left the fuck alone.
Right.
And if I'm ever a celebrity and you're watching this fucking stream trying to dig up shit from the past or whatever, like, just know that I, like, legit want to be left the fuck alone. Like, I don't like it when people fucking come up to me. I can be all right with it to an extent. My limit is about 45 seconds. Like,
damn, that long?
If you haven't if you haven't said something that is even remotely interesting to me within 45 seconds, like, just please leave me alone.
Then you're out.
Yep.
And well, the thing is, right, like, hypothetically, I became like some big fucking, I don't know, Mr. Beast or whatever. Like,
I mean, dude, honestly, it's one stream away. It really is.
Like,
one thing goes fucking viral, and
let's say it happened, right? 45 seconds is enough time for somebody to come up like, hey, I watch your content, fucking, I appreciate what you do, happy I got to meet you, fucking keep up the good work. Like,
thank
okay.
you, fuck you, have a good day.
And and you know what? And I'm like, okay, all right, that's cool, right? Like, but I don't want to sit there and like socialize for minute after minute after minute.
No, they're gonna sit there and tell you their whole fucking life story.
Yeah,
you know?
no, we ain't doing that. We ain't doing that.
Now
that's why it's soft. That's where you have a doka.
Now, if you legitimately do want to have a conversation with me that has any fucking substance or meaning whatsoever, that 45 seconds is your fucking time to say something that catches my fucking attention.
Right.
If not, you get the doka.
Yeah, if you catch my attention, you will fucking you'll get longer than 45 seconds. Fucking, I don't know. Fucking Dania caught my attention. That's fucking how we became friends.
Yeah.
How's
she been doing? Haven't seen her around.
She's been all right. Been real fucking busy.
Ah, gotcha.
Been a lot going on.
Where's she at? Anyway, I mean,
about three.
Didn't you say she's like out north, east or something?
East of me by about 3 hours.
Oh, I thought she was out on the East Coast or something. I didn't know.
No.
I just I just heard you say out east one day, and I just instantly went to the fucking coast for some reason.
Eastern Kansas, in the fucking Pittsburgh area.
Oh, I got you.
That said, like, she came up to me like, oh, hi, she's like, oh, hi, I'm Pixie and you're Jesus. Nice to meet you. And she turned around and walked away, and I was sitting there like, the fuck?
I don't know what drugs you're taking, but I want some.
Well, hey, you know what? It fucking got my attention.
Right?
So I guess I'm going to be teaching people at a local library how to play Magic. That's going to be a thing.
Oh, that's going to be interesting.
So,
No, you know what you do? You got a community college close to you?
I mean, I practically live in one.
Well, I mean, because I work at a community college, and there's kids. I'll walk through the college. Well, when I was inside, at like 7 o'clock, and there'd be kids sitting there pulling out all the cards. And I'd have to come back in and get called back in at like 9, 10 o'clock at night to do something stupid. Them same kids are still sitting there. They ain't moved all day. They're still sitting there playing Magic.
I did play some Magic with one dude here. I did see a small group of people playing Magic. And like every fucking group of people who play Magic in a school has like one person that thinks they're the best. And
Right.
that's I'm a fucking competitive tournament player. The one person who says they're the best, that's who I want to play against.
I mean, these kids would have 2 book bags, one for other school books and everything, and the other one was, or 5 subject, or the what do they call them, the binders, like binder after binder after binder of Magic cards. Like, Jesus Christ, man.
Dude, this fucking guy, right? It's like, oh, you guys are playing Magic. He's like, oh, that's cool. He's kind of bragging a little bit. And he's like, oh, do you play Magic? And I was like, well, yeah, I do. Yeah, I do play.
I would have hustled their asses. Show me how to do it.
No, I just kind of looked at him. I was like, yeah, I do play Magic. And he's like, oh yeah, well, like what have you done? I was like, well, I've played in some, fucking statewide fucking tournaments and shit. Like, no big deal. Like, whatever. Like, I was kind of making the shit that I've done in the game sound like it was nothing.
I'm just the guy that created it. You sure you want to play?
I was like, I'm just a big tournament player, like, whatever. And like, I just fuck around here and there. And he's like, yeah, well, fucking, he's like, man, ain't nobody here been able to beat me and this and that and this and that. I'm like, oh, okay, well, you're my target now.
Well, let's go.
And then I pulled out like my best fucking deck that I have and proceeded to just lock out that guy by the second turn of the game, and he just he's like, fuck. He's like, fuck, how am I supposed to play Magic if I can't untap any of my lands? I was like, yeah, that's the point.
Right.
And then the guy's like, well, yeah, but that deck is ridiculously expensive and we don't have a budget like that. I'm like, oh, you're gonna make me bring out the cheap shit now.
Okay.
Like, all right, I have a $60 pile of fucking jank that I'll beat you with. And it turned, like, I'm sitting over there, I'm playing, actually, it's not even 60, it's a $40 pile of jank. It's my fucking walls deck. I'm sitting over there like Donald Trump, building all the fucking walls.
I'm gonna build a wall. It's the best wall. It's the best wall that's ever been built in history. It's such a good wall.
I need to stream a game with that deck. But like the thing about it, like I'm just sitting over there and the guy's like, does your fucking deck do anything at all? I'm like,
Yeah,
yeah.
it kicks your ass.
I'm like, yeah. I'm like, yeah. Sometimes it does. Well, the way it wins the game is with an infinite combo that I put together as I'm playing the game with a bunch of harmless looking shit. I'm like, oh yeah. And then I just kind of looked at the guy. I'm like, I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. I have infinite mana. I'm going to use infinite mana to activate this guy's trigger infinite times and deal infinite damage to you. You lose.
Fun.
Dude was sitting there like, what the fuck? And without even
Aren't you late for...
without even explaining shit, I just like it was another day at the office, picked up my fucking cards and walked away.
Get your ass to class, boy.
like I don't know, and the thing about that is like, I'm a fucking combo player. I will make cards do ridiculous ass shit. And you'll be sitting across from me like, gee, that's fucking garbage. Oh, fuck.
Not anymore.
Let's see. Trying to think what else I got going on over here. I'm planning on going down to Texas at some point. I don't know if I don't know if anybody's in Texas, but I'm gonna go down there. San Antonio.
I've never been to Texas, honestly. I've been as far that way as I've been would be Oklahoma City. Well, a little bit south of Oklahoma City.
Well, I'm going down there in March. So yeah, oh, I've been playing the fuck out of Ready or Not lately. Ever since the last time I streamed it, they updated it and it got a lot better to play. Like,
Ready or Not? I don't know if I've heard of that one.
I should stream it again this weekend or something. Maybe I'll stream it on Friday. Or I mean tomorrow.
Is that what you were playing a couple weeks ago with fuck, I don't remember the girl's name now. Yeah.
No, that's
Icarus. Like the primitive thing.
That's Icarus.
Icarus. Okay.
Ready or Not is a SWAT team shooter.
Oh, okay.
Shit, after the Kekfest, I might be down to stream it for like an hour. Yeah, I think I'm going to. Fuck it. But it's basically like a SWAT team game.
Okay.
And you go in and it's like really realistic. It's not like a fucking Call of Duty, like dumb shit where you're just running through as fast as you can. Like it's like real life where you have to be slow, methodical, and tactical and thoughtful about what you do. And you could even do the right thing and still fucking die.
It's kind of like oh fuck, what was his name? Did the like a Clancy game?
A little bit, yeah. What? I'm gonna stream the game after the Kekfest. It's a fucking brutal game. When it comes to, I'll do an easy level first, and then after that I'll go into one of the harder ones.
Oh, Cajun, I beat Metal Gear Solid the other night with nothing but my tranquilizer guns.
He said he says as if that's difficult.
On hard though.
I've been putting my hands in Power World lately.
Oh yeah, we talked about that last week, and I streamed it, and you checked it out. I think you showed up briefly. What did you think of it? I didn't really get a lot of commentary from you.
I took it and thing, and then I actually downloaded and tried it because I liked the graphics. I can understand where Pokemon was definitely going after because there is some similarities.
Well,
you know what I mean?
Pokemon's not really hardcore going after it though. It's mostly the fans.
Well,
I think kind of like
that debacle. I can see where the debacle is. You know what I mean? I can definitely see where the debacle is because there's a very, very few that really are very similar, and some are like really like toned down. Like the one boss levels like a woolly mammoth, and it's like, yeah, That's one of them. The only thing is it's missing maybe a few things here and there to make it not look exactly like it. So I can see where the debacle is. And it looked very fun, and I started playing it, and the mechanics seemed to be very easy. Little buggy on trying to figure out certain tutorials when it says, oh, you need to build this, and then you find it, and he's like, well, okay, well, how do I take that from the inventory and bring it out? It doesn't tell you to use your analog stick to click over to grab it and bring it out. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, you're playing on Xbox. Okay, yeah.
Mm-hmm. So it didn't really explain a whole lot when it came to that. I'm still kind of running through the tutorial, but I've also now started an online version, so you can now play with friends as well. I'll open up a guild and stuff too. So I've just dabbled with that. I'm about a level 15. And I've already beaten one boss.
I'm getting ready to host the server soon for Power World. So
I can definitely teach you for what I know, because I'm still learning as I'm going along. But yeah, even the food expires. You have to be careful with this food until you level up to the point where you get a fridge, and even when you get the fridge, it still expires.
Yeah,
so it slows it down more.
It's a lot like Ark. It plays a lot like Ark.
It's kind of got like the Ark style, but you've got the go when you throw into capture, you know what I mean? And you have your little animals that run around and stuff like that, but it also has the open world concept too.
Yeah, I personally...
And then you have to be careful with the realism with it as well, because you have to make sure you keep eating, and I mean keep constantly eating, and you got to make sure you're nice and warm, because at night you're going to freeze.
Yeah, it's like Ark. Ark has all that shit.
Yeah.
It's like a more cartoony Ark.
Yeah, but it's also a little bit more, I would say, laid back.
I think that depends on what difficulty you play on.
I'm just playing on survival mode, the normal mode. You can play on difficulty, you know what I mean, like extreme difficulty, whatever. But even in Ark and normal, there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more danger, whereas you can walk by a foul that's higher level than you and not get hit, whereas other games, if you walk by a bigger level monster than you're gonna get your ass beat. Dude, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
fucking...
You see what I mean? So depending on where that is, it's a little more of a laid back on that.
I'm gonna give Power World something. I'm gonna give Power World some props. Ark is a lot more advanced of a game, but the thing is for Ark and Power World's good because like I've only played it for how long do I have in Power World?
I think I've sunk in maybe 4 days worth.
I got 5 hours total in Power World, and for the most part, I know how to play it. Ark takes you 40 hours just to learn the basics.
Jesus
and like
Christ.
200 hours before you really have any idea what the fuck is going on.
Mm-hmm. That's why I said it's more like of a laid back. You see my point? It's a little more laid back. It's not as compact.
And
so it's great for people that are definitely starting off in this type of RPG.
Anybody who's ever watched an Ark stream of mine can fucking testify to fucking how brutal that fucking game can be.
Mm-hmm.
And you have to know a lot. Like, I have like, I don't know, 800 hours in Ark, I think. Let me look for sure. I don't want to give y'all fake news. Ark Survival Evolved. I have 816 hours in that game. And I'm still learning new shit about it. Like, I learned last time I played that the fucking Megalanias could climb up walls.
Mm-hmm.
Which is something that seems kind of fucking stupid, but I've never ridden a Megalania until the last time I played. And that was with Dania. And Dania was like, this fucking thing can climb up walls. This is awesome. And I was like, oh, let me try this out. And I was like, oh, this is cool. Like, this will be kind of handy at some point for, you know. I don't know, whatever. It's handy to know. Maybe I want to raid somebody's base. Fuck off. So, you know, I look forward to seeing, I don't know, seeing if you have more fun on the game.
For sure. Like I said, I've gotten probably, like I said, 4 days into it. I've streamed probably twice now with it. And when I first started, like I sunk in about 2 hours on it. And then I dabbled a little bit more. And then one of my followers that had mentioned to me, she had asked me if I had set it up in a multiplayer. And I said, no. So I set up a new world and we played for a good another 4 hours. So like I said, I've got probably a good 8 hours, 10 hours into the game so far, and I'm liking it pretty much. It's a lot to do. There's a lot of grinding to it. A lot of grinding, definitely for materials.
Well, my plan is to set up a server, and if possible,
to be truthful, it's easier if you did set up a server, because if more than one person can play, you can build up a base pretty easy. Like I said, on Thursday, I started a base on an online, and one other person joined me, and in less than 4 hours, we were maxed out to where I was originally from my original game.
Well, I'm gonna set up a server, and I don't know. You're welcome to play on it if you want to, and if not, that's cool. I don't give a shit. Fucking. Anybody can come and go and join it. Fucking don't use cheats and don't be a dick. Like, that's the rules.
There isn't any, because it's still under beta testing right now.
Oh no, never,
I can't
never.
do anything until it comes out on PlayStation.
Supposed to.
Never say there's no cheats.
Never underestimate the power of people trying to fucking cheat at the game.
I never said that.
Never
I said they're
underestimate
not
the cellar dweller.
supposed to be any cheats.
Well, I
But as
mean,
far as I know, there isn't. But it doesn't mean that there isn't hackers out there.
The cellar dwellers will figure it out.
Yep.
It's right now under beta testing, so we'll see.
well, I would expect that there are some cheats, but I would also expect that the cheats are gonna be patched, and then they're gonna have to like work to redo it. Like, that just kind of comes with the territory. And then
I've only found one bug so far in the game.
they don't have any meaningful anti-cheat stuff that I've seen. So I think a lot of the anti-cheat enforcement is going to come down on whoever's hosting the server. And I don't know, if I find somebody cheating on my fucking server, they're just going to get IP banned. Done.
So far, the only thing I can think that would do anything to the server is the stealing. People going into crates and stealing. But they just updated it yesterday, a small patch where now you can actually lock it under code, so nobody can enter into your crates.
That's good.
For now on, for online servers, you can't just go up to my crate and click it unless you know the passcode to it.
Now they can probably still fucking destroy it and get shit out of it, but that's any game like that. Like, fucking part
on a Minecraft chest and you can't open it, but if you destroy it, it will pop out. But you know,
part of those fucking games is
the fact is trying to stop that you know what I mean?
Yeah, well, part of those
and
fucking
I give them props for that.
Part of those games is raiding other players, unless you set up a PvE server, which I might do.
But that's the difference.
I like PvE servers because I actually have a life and I can't sit there and fucking slave away at the game 24/7 to guard my shit. Of course, I guess I could just set it up as a fucking PvP server and just take advantage of the fact that I'm the admin and can spawn myself whatever I want. That's an option too. But I want to actually play the fucking game. But I'd also like to play the game with other people, and I'd like other people to be able, if we're co-oping together or in the same guild or whatever, I'd like those people to be able to fucking get on and play the game when I'm not around if they want to. And that's why I want to host the server.
So far, I have yet to find that. You have to so far be playing before them to join.
Not on a dedicated server, which is
I have yet to figure out how to set that up to keep it open so that they can constantly play.
Well,
just to let you know. So I haven't figured that out yet.
You can get the dedicated server client on Steam, and then you'd have to have basically to have to have a dedicated server, you have to have a computer that is constantly running that thing. Like, that's what a dedicated server is. It's a computer that sits in a corner, constantly running that thing nonstop. And you need, you probably have a good internet connection. You need to have a decent internet connection. And then you also have to be able to go into your router and set up the port forwarding stuff. You could probably figure out how to do that. I feel like you're smart enough to learn how to do it. But yeah, the port forwarding is a very real thing, because if the port forwarding is not set up, nobody will be able to connect to your shit, because your router won't know where to send that traffic.
Yeah.
And then you also, so you need the computer, you need the port forwarding, the router. Another thing, and I'm not sure, it really depends on the game. I'm not sure how Palworld is about this yet. But some games where you're hosting a dedicated server want you to have a static IP address. Your internet service provider might potentially not want to sell you a static IP address. Because that's a business thing. Like, if you got Cox and you tell them you want a static IP address, they'll give you two options. You could either pay them $500 a month for a business connection, or you could go get fucked.
Basically.
So I have a static IP, but you might not. And if you don't have a static IP, then another thing that you need to learn about and explore and figure out how to do is, and it's not hard, but it's something that you'd have to learn about, is something called dynamic DNS.
Okay.
And that's basically you'd be setting up like a URL that would basically point at your server, and it like checks the IP address of your server regularly, so that URL basically acts like a static IP would. Beyond that, yeah, there's some stuff to learn, but I think you could do it. But the other thing about that is that I don't know if the dedicated hosting thing on Steam, I don't know if that's cross-platform or if that's PC only. I have no idea. So that's another thing to take into consideration, is that you might go through all the stuff to set this up to just not be able to play on it because you're not on PC. I will get back with you and let you know what my experiences are when I do set it up, because I'm going to. So you can live vicariously through me and learn from me, but it's going to take me a little bit to do it, because it's on my project list, but it's not like next in the queue or anything.
Gotcha. I've got enough in the queue.
Well, it's not necessarily for you. This is a project that I'm doing anyways.
Oh, I was understanding that. I was just letting it, like, I get you. I've got a lot too in my queue.
I
was agreeing with you. Not the fact that you were doing it for me. That would be flattering, but I was agreeing with you.
I thought you said, "Oh, I'm not good enough to be higher on the queue." I'm like, well, that's not necessarily the case. Will Santana is asking if I am still bounty hunting. No, I'm not.
Nah.
I have not done bounty hunting in like 3 years. I don't know. Started making a bunch of money doing other shit, and COVID kind of fucked everything up.
Let me ask you a question.
To it.
Have you seen the video of the bounty hunter? He grabs this guy, and the guy's like funny as hell. He's making all these weird ass comments, but he's running fast as shit from the dude.
You talking about him saying his fucking safe word is pineapple? That shit's fake.
Oh, it really is?
Yeah,
that's disappointing.
That content creator is a content creator by the name of Patty Mayo, and he did fake bounty hunting. All of his bounty hunting content is fake.
That's disappointing.
He claimed to be a bounty hunter out in California. He did not have a license to bounty hunt out in California, and all of that shit is searchable on public records.
That is fucking disappointing, because that video was actually entertaining. So that's
I'm not gonna
very disappointing.
He makes entertaining content, but you have to really just take it as entertainment. Like, it's not real.
Yeah,
it's like watching a Netflix show.
I get you.
But after
You mean Witcher's not real? Sorry.
After bounty hunting got banned in California effectively because the bail bonds industry got banned there. So he realized when that happened, he wasn't going to be able to make any more bounty hunting content. So he went up to like Washington State and was making fucking content being like he's a fucking cop.
Wow.
Like, he bought a fucking full-fledged fucking cop car and did fucking made up a fucking sheriff's department and like acted like he was patrolling around.
No, isn't that like highly illegal?
No. It's not illegal.
Portraying a police officer?
Well, the thing is he's pulling over fucking paid actors. On private fucking side streets, and I mean it'd be the same as being a cop in a fucking movie. It's like fuck with the fleet of cop cars I had. I should have fucking thought of that idea and got into that. But
I had an idea
for I
couldn't find enough people.
I wouldn't have tried to say that I'm a cop though. I would be perfectly upfront. Like, hey, this is just for entertainment purposes. This is not real.
Yeah, you could have went fuck with Taco.
See, I tried to find enough people when COVID was going on, because a buddy of mine, at that point, I worked at you could like rent buses and stuff, and they had an all-white bus. I couldn't find enough people to put on orange jumpsuits to park in front of Walmart, and I could come in with a hazmat suit and say, where did they go?
Well, you should have fucking just put out a fucking Craigslist ad.
Yeah. You ain't lying.
I will pay these people like $20 a piece. Put on this orange jumpsuit.
You get 3 fucking pigs, you let them loose.
Could you imagine that though? Could you imagine that? A white bus pull up, a bunch of people run off in orange suits, and a guy come in a hazmat suit. Where did they go?
Why the hazmat suit?
COVID.
I don't know. That's all I had. It was an idea for COVID.
No, Sav, what you do is this: you go buy 3 fucking pigs.
Oh, I've seen a meme with that.
Numbers 1, 2, and 4 on them. Send them through the doors and watch them try to find 3.
Yeah, until the loss prevention officer looks at the cameras to figure out who put the fucking pigs in there.
Well, fair.
Now, here's what I would do with a white bus and orange jumpsuits. Dude, I would fucking
on air.
Dude, real talk, I would fucking I would try to dress up similar to a corrections officer, park in a fucking Walmart parking lot, and have all these people act like they fucking overpowered me and are escaping. They all just go running off in different directions, dude. Fucking people in the parking lot would be calling the fucking cops.
Oh, definitely.
They'd have every fucking cop in the fucking county coming out there only to find out it's a prank.
But see, But if I was gonna do something like that, I would like at least let the police department know what's going on.
I
Just,
wouldn't.
hey, here,
Fuck
you know,
'em.
here's what we're doing. It's a prank.
I wouldn't. Fuck them.
If you try to film it, you want the original response.
Like, it's not illegal.
Yeah.
Like, you're not.
No, but the best part is we called the cops. Yeah, they ain't gonna show up.
Well, why? The cops showing up is how you get the viral video.
Yeah, he's not wrong there, Crowley. I'm sorry, but he's not wrong.
And the cops getting pissed about it makes it even better.
Yeah.
If the cops are cool about it, it doesn't really go viral. They're like, oh, well, fuck. This is a stupid call. All right. 10-4, call off the cavalry. 10-4, and then put the fucking thing back on.
Yeah.
Like
Like,
dispatch, we just
one-
got a couple of dumbasses out here pulling a prank.
Yeah.
Well, I got a guy at work. He's not so common sense smart.
Test.
I said something the other day. It's like, yeah, and what do you do if the SWAT team comes knocking on your door? I said, are you fucking stupid? The SWAT team don't knock.
For real. Like, what are you gonna do if the SWAT team comes to your door? I guess I'm just gonna get raided.
Yeah.
Right? That knock's gonna be a battering ram knocking your fucking door down.
I've actually been through that before. I was sleeping on my friend's couch when he got raided.
Oh shit.
Dude, I'm asleep. I am sound asleep. And I just hear a loud fucking bang. And I open my eyes and there's 4 MP5s aimed at me.
Okay, whoa. Let's talk this out.
And I get why there was 4 of them aimed at me. I had a gun sitting right on the fucking coffee table next to me.
Well, I mean,
Like,
that'll
oh,
do it.
don't fucking move. This shit all right, whatever. Shit.
You're either gonna hear the battering ram or 3 shots from the shotgun blowing the hinges off the door on the opposite side.
No, what fucking happened was they were trying to raid the drug dealer next door and they got the wrong fucking address.
Wow.
Oh,
Wow.
And dude, they took the fucking breacher barrel of the shotgun to the fucking front door, and they fucking came
fuck.
busting in through the sliding glass door in the back.
Oh fuck.
And I'm sitting there,
Dang.
MP5's pointed at me. His fucking dog comes running out, and they turn around and fucking dump half a can of fucking pepper spray in the fucking dog's face.
Damn.
Which really meant everybody in that room, including myself, got hit with fucking OC.
I was gonna say everyone in the house got hit with that bullshit.
And the drug dealers got a good fucking warning of what was coming, huh?
Yeah. Dude.
Yeah, they knew what the fuck was up.
Dude, they fucking snatched my friend out of his bed, fucking hogtied him, and carried him out of the house. In front of his wife and kid.
Can I go change my pants now?
And then they fucking realize that they get his ID and they realize he's not the right guy, and they're like, oh well. Oh
Sorry.
no, yeah. Wait, he lives next door. Like this is awkward.
Yeah, that house. Meanwhile, that apartment was fucking emptied 5 minutes ago.
Oh yeah.
They got
I'm
the
looking
fuck
for
out of
Ray
there.
Finkel
Yeah,
and a new pair of shorts.
yeah, cause you know them fucking tweakers inside that fucking house heard all the fucking bangs.
Oh, they got
Oh,
the
you know
fuck, dude.
They bounce like ninjas.
They
Gone.
got the fuck.
Speaking of ninjas, I just got done putting a 15-degree angle on all my katanas and my daishos.
What?
What?
The fuck are you
I
talking
just-
about?
My katana, I put a 15-degree angle on all my katanas and my daishos for cutting.
Oh.
I don't know what a 15-degree angle for a katana is.
It's the edge of the blade, sharpness of the blade, for better cutting. Better cutting and less resistance.
What are you cutting with a katana?
Whoever walks in my house unwanted.
Why not just shoot him?
Because my guns are not in the house right at the moment.
That's good to know. I'll be coming to rob you.
No, because if you break into my house, what you're gonna hear is deploying Claymore Roomba.
Okay. Well, I know that you don't have a claymore, so whatever.
Sure?
Yep.
Sure?
Yep. I'm pretty sure you don't have a claymore. And I'm pretty sure if you do have a claymore, I can find out about it. By querying up all the fucking NFA records on your address.
Okay, fine. It's an airbag that's been bejeweled, okay?
Dude, I said some shit to a friend of mine that I'm pretty sure got me on a watch list.
No shit.
So he sent me a fucking meme, right? And it's got like a fucking mannequin in the meme that has like an AK strapped to it, a bunch of fucking military gear. And he's like, yeah, you know, the cops are gonna come and they're gonna find my friend over here who's standing watch with 150 pounds of tannerite stuffed in him.
No shit.
I was like, well, let me tell you something, okay?
That'll take out a city block.
I'm like, yeah, that's gonna level your house and kill everybody there, including you. So, you know,
Yeah,
right.
great.
I don't think you know what tannerite is there, my friend.
It's some bad shit.
And then I was like, you know what? If you really want to have fun with it, get the fucking 3/8 steel slingshot ammo balls. You can buy them by the 1,000. Tape those to the outer surface of the mannequin, and then put the fucking clothes on it.
Right.
It's like, well, now you got a swordfish situation.
Tannerite, is that the stuff where they throw it in the water and it basically explodes?
No.
When it hits the water.
No,
tannerite
tannerite is a compound that it's two different compounds that are mixed together, and once you mix it up, you put it at the end of a gun range, and basically, it being punctured fast, i.e., shot, fucking activates it and makes it explode.
What is that chemical that I've seen the videos of it where they throw it in the water and it's like pow, 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 it fucking blows up as soon as it hits water.
That's what was that? Sodium? Is that sodium nitrate? No. I know what you're talking. I know what you're talking about.
I've seen the video. It's like violent as fuck as soon as it touches the water.
There's several chemicals that do that.
Sodium nitrate. No, look up.
Fucking
Tannerite. Yeah, I know what that is. I remember seeing when it shoots the targets.
I
mean,
mean,
the fucking targets explode.
There's a lot of fucking chemicals or substances that'll have aggressive reactions with water, right? Lithium, fucking magnesium, fucking pretty much anything with calcium. Fucking strontium, like there's all kinds of shit. So I wouldn't be able to tell you without looking at the video, but there's a lot of there's a lot of shit that fucking there's a lot of shit that fucking does that.
He's thinking of magnesium.
Look up the video of for tannerite.
Bryce
Texas,
says
there's a
he's
whole
probably
bunch of
thinking
hogs
of
and they shoot it.
magnesium.
Sodium and water explosion. Yeah.
Sodium by itself won't explode with water.
Wait, that can't be.
That's salt.
Sodium, magnesium. sodium magnesium, mate.
Yeah, that's what it is.
Sodium and magnesium would do the trick, yeah, but really it's the magnesium that does the trick. The magnesium has a very violent reaction with water. Hey Bryce, man, while you're here, I got a question for you.
What's up?
You're a volunteer firefighter, right?
Yeah.
Did you get what qualifications do you have?
Firefighter 1. I think that's it right now.
Okay, well, I'm working on hazmat and firefighter 1, and I was wondering on a scale of 1 to 10 how difficult that is. Like, am I gonna have to study my ass off, or is this something that I'm gonna be smart enough to just get?
Firefighter 1's pretty average. I've heard hazmat is like trying to take your paramedic test.
Hazmat's a bitch.
I feel like I'll do all right with hazmat because I have experience with that shit. But
Yeah.
I mean, if you got experience, yeah, it's good. But hazmat can be a bitch.
I ran the hazmat locker in the Navy for a brief amount of time. But then again, the fucking hazmat knowledge could potentially be different. So I don't know.
I was gonna say there's a lot of hazmat that not in military. Well, I won't say a lot. There's a few things I should say that don't coincide, but most of them coincide with each other.
Well, if nothing else, I'll at least be firefighter 1 soon.
Yeah.
I actually quit the fire department because I was a firefighter and an EMT, but we lost a 3-year-old one night, and I said, I'm fucking done.
I could see myself getting EMT qualified, but I'm not gonna do EMT shit.
No, that's what I told the chief after that. I was like, I'll run into a burning building. I don't give a fuck, but don't ever ask me to work on another person again because that just fucked with me big time.
My chief is super fucking cool though. Like my chief would just be like, all right, we have 26 other people on the department that are potentially willing to do that.
Right.
And also it's fucking, I don't know, maybe it's a little bit different and I don't know how Bryce's department is run, but this department's really fucking laid back because this is all volunteer. Like he's not on some power trip. Like we don't fucking have to be there.
Right.
So
I think we got like $10 a fire call and nothing or $10 each. I think it was like $10 a fire call and $10 for medical, and it's like, I don't want your fucking money. I ain't doing it for the fucking money.
Well,
if I was doing it for the money, I'd be fucking full time. But
we get 15 for each call and each drill.
Yeah.
Hey Bryce, what do they give you?
We only get 10 per call, but if you're at a call for more than 4 hours, you get an extra $5.
We also get fucking I think either 50 or $100 just for staying in city limits on the 4th of July.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah.
Like, oh yeah, if you agree to stay in city limits, I mean, whether you get a call or not, you get $100 or whatever. I'm like, oh, okay. Well,
yeah.
Leave the house anyway. So.
Well, I'm a fucking recluse, so that'll be no problem for me.
Right.
And who knows? Who knows? Maybe I'll get to do something fun.
2 days a year, I never leave the house: 4th of July and New Year's Eve. Too many drunk fucking idiots out, and I'm not gonna get caught in that shit.
And I'm always caught in something.
Mm-hmm. Well, shit. I come home. It's been, I don't know, probably 2-3 months ago now. Cause the neighbor on the other side of the cul-de-sac got a dog, and it's not a very nice dog. He'll like get right in your face and come at me barking. Well, he come at my neighbor's dog one day, And I come home and I got fucking county and animal control beating on my door. Okay, first of all, if you come up to a house and there's no car in the driveway, are you gonna go beating on the door?
If I think somebody's in there, yeah.
I mean, my dogs were going nuts, and I'd like come around the corner, and there's like one of the counties standing in the middle of my driveway. I was like, "Can I get the fuck out of my way so I can pull in my driveway?"
If I'm like,
And they'd like, but they started drilling me. There's like, "Oh, you got dog?" I said, "Yeah, I've got 2 pit bulls, biggest babies ever." And they're like, and they're on the couch. I was like, "Look, there's looking at you right there through the window." Well, we got a report, and it's like, "Yeah, wrong house. You're on the wrong side of the cul-de-sac." But then they started drilling me. "Oh, pit bulls, huh?" I said, "I tell you what, you want to see my dogs? I'll let my dogs out so they can go to the bathroom outside. You come into the house, you come into the backyard. My dogs, they're not gonna hurt you. My dogs are the biggest babies in the world." He's like, "No, we don't need that."
yeah.
I was like, "Then go talk to them."
Pit bulls are like, unless you raise them to be assholes, they're fucking, they're great.
Oh, my dog. If you walked into my house, my dogs didn't know you. They'll bark for a minute. They'll smell you. Then they'll be on their back, rub my belly.
Hey, Truman, what's up, dude? Yeah, fucking, I don't know. Pit bulls are little sweethearts.
Oh yeah. Well, I had a guy try to say, "Oh, pit bulls were trained to raise to fight bulls and bulls in Spain." I was like, "Are you stupid?" So do your homework. They actually used pit bulls in the late 1900s. They were called nanny dogs because the parents in England would go to work, leave the kid at home. The pit bull ain't gonna let nothing happen to that baby.
Dude, when I was a kid, I had a black lab like that. Like, I have toddler fucking memories of being in the garden with this fucking black lab and it protecting me from shit.
Oh yeah, I mean, well, that's like even with both of mine. Like me and my youngest daughter will be playing, and I'll like smack her on the arm, just play smack her on the arm. She'll say "ow," and both of my dogs will be in my face.
Like, we don't
Like, but not like vicious. But then
as a
if
fucking
she smacks me on the
species,
arm and I say that, they're still in my face.
as a fucking species, we don't deserve dogs.
No, you're not wrong.
So, Chad, you'd mentioned shit's been pretty busy for you, and shit's been pretty shitty or whatever. Fucking, let's hear about it. Or not.
When he returns, he's happily walked away from it.
What about you, Anna?
I'm quite busy. Actually, funny thing happened to me yesterday.
Oh?
So I was sitting here hanging out with a few people on Discord, shooting the shit, talking about TV time with the bunny. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Watch some incredible Canadian TV shows that you guys don't get to see with me. And my buzzer ringing. I'm like, who the fuck is buzzing me at 10 o'clock at night?
Who calls?
And I'm like, okay, who buzzes on a 10 o'clock at night? Your buzzer, because I live in an apartment. So I was like, okay. And I'm like, oh, well, that's right. The buzzer's not working. So I bet you maybe it's the neighbor, my next door neighbor decided, and the door's not working and he just can't get in. So I hear the front door. So I didn't think nothing of it. And then I come back to sit down. I said, sorry, guys, about that. Somebody wanted to come into the building, but thing. And then I hear another buzz. I'm like, damn, this better not be a dang ditch, right? It better not be a dang ditch. So I go to the door and I hit the bolt and I open up and there's this DoorDash guy. Okay, which place are you looking for? And he's coming to my apartment. I mean, and he goes, such and such, and I'm like, who? Well, it's such and such, and he is this. I'm like, I think you might have the wrong address. And when he flipped it up, I clued in. Oh my goodness! The last time my friend was here, we had pizza party, and he door dashed it. He forgot to change his address.
Oh, my bad, bro. What's up? I'm back.
Oh,
So,
no.
I got free pizza.
Good shit.
Fucking awesome.
No,
Oh,
can't go wrong with free pizza.
I was gonna say that you mentioned you were kind of having a shitty fucking busy week, and then I was gonna ask you about it, and you weren't fucking here.
All right, we'll talk about it. Well, first off, got hit in the nuts yesterday. Went to the grocery store.
But you have nuts to hit.
Yeah, I do. I went to the grocery store, bought some groceries, go to the register, fucking run my debit card, declined. Okay, your reader's fucked up. So let me run it this way. Declined. Okay. Open up my bank's website on my phone, look, check it. Yep, funds are there. Yeah, it's your fucking reader. Try it again. Nothing. Tell the lady, give me a minute. I call number on the back of my card. Apparently, and anyone that knows me knows I'm a fat fuck, keto is not part of my vocabulary. But however, I had a charge on my bank card for fucking ketogenics for $75 that my bank even knew to say, hold the fuck up. This dude ain't fucking paying for no keto.
Keto's
They
not
fucking
what?
flag it.
Okay.
So I call it. They ask me, "Hey, is this you?" No, it's the fuck. It is not. Okay, well, we're fucking freezing all your assets, basically.
What the
You
fuck
need to
is
go to the bank
keto?
tomorrow? Okay, motherfucker. Go to the bank today, and I'm pissed. Well, first off, let me rewind. I went too far. I skipped over an important part. As Sav and some people in here know, and we're not going to bring up everything into it, but they know the condition of what my mom's been through over the last couple of weeks, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, my mother usually leaves home to go to work at the exact same time that my alarm goes off, right? Well, my alarm goes off, bro. And I cancel my alarm, but my phone's vibrating. It's a call. It's from my mom. Oh, fuck. Here we go. I answer the call. Hello. Chad, get dressed. Everything's fine. I'm okay, but just get dressed and come outside. Huh? Keep in mind, I'm just waking up. Just do what I said. All right. I hurry up, throw fucking clothes on. I go outside. She was getting in her car and she fell. But luckily, she didn't fall on that arm. She fell on her backside. She's not hurt or nothing, but I had to help her up, you know, between the knee and what we know about with the shoulder, you know.
And she seems like she's been going through that quite a bit. We need to get her a walker or something.
You know what? I kind of brought it up to her today, but the problem is she can't use a walker. And the reason she can't is because she only has one arm. So I've been after her. I'm like, until this shoulder's fixed, we really need to get you a cane.
Well, they got one of those things that you can like rest your fucking leg on and like push that way.
Or at least use one
Right,
one of the crutches.
but here's the thing, bro. Here's the thing. I know what you're talking about, Sav. I've seen it. With the knee surgery she's had, she can't bend her knee enough to be able to use that thing. I know what you're talking about. I've seen one. But anyway, so that goes on today. That's how my morning starts. I'm like, okay, cool. You know, I helped her up, you know. She was fine. She wasn't hurt. She actually went to work, which was good. I was so scared she was fucking hurt. But I get to work and I'm already dreading my lunch hour because I'm like, I know I gotta go spend it at the fucking bank, you know?
Yeah.
Bro, I get there. I tell them what's going on. They're like, oh yeah, we see it right here, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, well, what are my fucking options? How long am I gonna be not able to access my fucking bank account unless I directly withdraw the cash? She goes, well, if you decide to be the cheap route, 7 to 14 days, and then your card will be mailed to you. And I'm like, okay,
Jesus
so
Christ.
what's the not cheap route? She goes, $15 in that printer back there. I'll print your card today. I'm like, fucking print that motherfucker right now. Let's go.
Not cheap,
shit.
not cheap amount. Fucking $15 ain't shit.
That's what I said. I was like,
14
print that
days, so
motherfucker. Let's go.
Wait $1 a day for free.
Yeah.
Or pay $1 and get it before.
So I was
14
like,
days.
fucking print that motherfucker. Dude, they print it. So I got
Here's the
a
20.
debit
keep the
card
change.
now. Still, I was able to transfer all my shit over. You know, get everything set up the right way, and it's like it went to shit. But by about 1 o'clock my time, it was like, you know what? The day ain't half fucking bad. It could have been a lot worse.
It could have been.
Right?
Yeah.
No, I won. Went and played the machines tonight at dinner, waiting for dinner, and I won $25 off of $20.
Nice. And the best part was, is like my debit card for my bank was so fucking outdated, bro. It had the chip, but like you had to insert the chip, you know, for it to work. When I got this one printed now, all it is the fucking where you can
Yeah.
just set it on top of the fucking
Just-
thing and it just
just-
reads it automatically.
just-
I'm like,
Yeah.
fuck
tap it.
yeah.
Cover
I
it,
love
whatever.
that.
Man, my shitty bank still ain't got fucking tap to
The
pay.
tap thing though, that
Yeah, it was
I
like
don't
they
either.
gave me the card and they're like, oh, now it's tap. I'm like, fuck yeah.
I'll tell
yeah,
you,
you can tap up to 200, I think, before you can't
I got
tap
it.
anymore.
I'll tell you what sucks. I'll tell you
I
what
got
sucks
it old
about
school,
that
but-
tap to pay though. Tell you what sucks about that.
What's that?
I got a little gadget that'll copy your card.
Why does that not surprise me?
Like real talk. I could just I could go and walk behind you and fucking copy your card off of your wallet with this fucking thing. I could hold this gadget right up to the fucking card reader and broadcast the fucking signal.
Not in my wallet, you can't. I got one of those anti-whatever.
You'd be surprised.
I actually need a new wallet.
A lot of
I mean that
My
doesn't
wallet's looking
surprise
like
me
shit.
either.
My wallet's old.
What were you saying, fucking
Crawley.
Crowley?
No, it's my wallet's. I mean, it wouldn't surprise me now, but when I got my wallet, it's one of those that you can't. They can't be read for the. If you walked up behind me with my card in my wallet, you wouldn't be able to read it. It's one of those. I don't know, whatever the fuck they call it.
Some of them are pretty good, and some of them claim to have that ability and don't really have that ability. And I've got a more powerful version of this tool, right? Like, you know how a lot of the time these guys with the skimmers will have to like stick the skimmer right up to your back fucking pocket?
Yeah.
I've got one that I can put in a laptop bag that I could skim your fucking credential from 3 feet away. Like,
Well,
That's what it would take for mine because my wallet is never in my back pocket.
I've got $4 in my account for the next 2 weeks, so go for it.
you know, you know, this is gonna sound bad, but I don't even carry a wallet. I don't even carry a wallet, bro. I have like half of my shit in one pocket and half of my shit in another pocket. And I never, under any circumstances, I never keep my cash and my card in the same pocket, ever.
I never held cash. That's the thing for me.
Now here's the thing for you.
It's not a
if
good
here-
thing. I'm not gonna say it is. But I never hold cash. And I really should.
Where possible, I try to have around $200 in cash with me, and then my card.
Now, if you go to a hotel, you know how they got this card readers, whatever, now on the doors.
Yeah, that's.
If you put that in your wallet close to if your card has a chip, it'll deactivate the hotel room card. I know that for a fact, 'cause
I've heard that, but I didn't know that was still a thing.
No, it is, because that happened a couple years ago when we was down in Florida for my pop's service.
Huh.
I was like, I put my card in my wallet, not thinking, of course I'm not gonna think the fucking chip in my fucking debit card's gonna deactivate the hotel card, but I tried like 4 times, wouldn't let me in, and I went down, and lady's like, well, does your debit card have one of them chips in it? I was like, yeah. She's like, well, that's why something about the magnetic something from the chip deactivated the door key. I was like, what the fuck?
I've binded one of my fucking debit cards to a fucking microchip in my hand. One of those little, one of them little fucking, one of them RFID chips or whatever, fucking. Dude, I was stuck one day, fucking didn't have my card because it was in my coat, which was like left in my friend's car. And I didn't have my cash with me. I was like out of gas. Fucking went in. Yep. I'll take 20 on pump, whatever. Stick my hand up to the thing and it fucking, you should have seen the look on the cashier's face. He's like, what the fuck? It's like, well, that particular card is a card that I use in emergencies, you know?
I'm from the future. Don't ask questions.
Well, the reason why I have it there, right, is like, if for some reason, I don't know, say I get fucking drugged, right, and I wake up butt-ass naked in the middle of the fucking country, like, I've still got access to some money.
Right.
But I'll also find myself binding fucking hotel keys to that chip. That's fucking great. I'm drunk as shit. Can't find my fucking key. Whatever. Beep. Fucking get in. Well, I'm
That
actually.
was a good thing about Disney, because we had that when we were in Disney. It had a thing. All you had to do was put your wrist up to the door and it'd unlock it.
I'm gonna go ahead and probably bring this Kekfest to an end.
Alright.
Seems like it's slowing down a bit, and we're at a good point to do that. You seem like you're tired as shit, Chad.
I had a long day
You've
today.
been sluggish this whole fucking stream.
I had a long fucking day today, bro. I really did.
You've
I apologize.
had a long 2 weeks.
So I'm gonna try to fucking you go ahead and get some rest.
Another thing I hadn't said was actually also last weekend. Well, last week, we actually buried my grandmother, which that was a big mental fucking strain. We knew it was coming, but still, you know, still sucks when it happens. So
yeah,
it's
you'd
kinda
mentioned when we were doing the last Kekfest, you'd mentioned she'd passed away.
dude, you see how much I'm like, yeah.
Dude, a lot of fucking grandparents have been passing away.
And also, rest in peace, Toby Keith. We never really got there. But
Yeah, we never got to that article, and I don't even know that I necessarily have to read an article because everybody knows who Toby Keith is.
Mm-hmm.
But can we all
He was my favorite childhood country singer.
He was a
through and
good
through.
fucking. He was a good country artist. Can
he
we
was
all?
a good American.
Can we?
I know
Actually-
all the
Actually
songs
met
from
him
heart.
twice. Actually met him twice.
He was a good
he was-
American.
He was every bit of 6'7". I don't care
Oh
what
yeah,
anybody
that
else
was a big
says.
dude.
Can
he was
we?
every bit of 6'7".
Can we just take a moment to be glad that Willie Nelson is still with us?
Right? Hey,
Right.
It's
the
fucking.
weed, dude. It's the weed.
It's fucking unbelievable, but he's still with us.
It's the weed. I'm telling you.
Oh shit! Another thing that's fucking going on. I don't know if you guys heard. Well, I have no doubt Anna's heard. I don't know if the rest of you guys have heard, but I guess the king has fucking prostate cancer.
Oh
I
shit.
saw that this morning or yesterday morning. I don't remember that. Yeah, I saw that.
Yes, he does.
Like, gee,
Wow.
the ink on the coronation shit's barely dry, and he's already dying.
Wow.
We like I already said, they should have did what we
I mean-
were planning
I
on.
mean, What do you expect?
We
He's
wasn't stupid.
120
We
fucking
wasn't
years
stupid. She
old.
didn't want to put her son on the thing. That's why she reigned for so friggin' long. She could have gave it up any time, but she didn't want to. She was actually training the others, the William and Kate.
Dude, I'm gonna fuck.
And that's what they should have took over, but
I'm gonna fucking tell you, if I was in a position of a monarchy like that and I was the king, that crown would not leave my head until I am fucking in the grave.
Right.
I would
that's
not.
exactly what happened. She took that crown right to the grave with her.
I would not pass that
But
shit
see-
down.
In less than 100 years, England, Britain, whatever, went from ruling 3/4 of the world to having a size of land the state
No,
of Michigan.
no. They still rule 3/4 of the world. Don't fucking let that shit kid you.
Oh, I'm not. I was
Co-
just.
Commonwealth countries, Canada, Australia, fucking New Zealand, a bunch of fucking shit in Africa, some shit in fucking South America. Dude, don't fucking kid yourself. They still rule 3/4 of the world. They just hide that shit.
I read it on. I read it on the internet, so it has to be true.
I'm
Oh
telling.
yeah,
Dude,
right.
how the fuck are you gonna tell me that they don't rule 3/4 of the world when they can go ahead and fucking fire the leaders of 3/4 of the world?
I wish they would.
Like straight up, King Charles could fucking oust Justin Trudeau if he wanted to. They don't advertise this shit. They don't they try to keep that shit fucking hush hush.
Oh yeah, yeah, definitely.
They try to.
I mean,
and you know what? You want to know how to know that I'm right about this? You want to know how to know that I'm right about this? Because the fact that Anna is in here and hasn't fucking disagreed with me, and she fucking lives in it.
It's a 50-50 at the end. The ending part's a 50-50. But yeah. No, he can't just pull that. But no, the only reason we give things that we respect him is after we had came our own country, we made it an honor that we would respect the Queen and the monarchy. We will give them the option of, hey, this is what we're doing. What do you think? No, well, on you, we're still doing it. Yeah, no. So
no,
it's a 50-50, but yeah, he can't just come over. He doesn't want to come over for one thing.
well, no, that I was going to
But
say.
he can't just go and say, okay, you're president. I don't like you. You're done. It doesn't work like that. It has to be like really fine line and through a whole lot of diplomatic immunity crap shit.
Yeah, well, I mean, the monarchy still has the power to sack the fucking prime minister, though, like straight up.
Oh yeah, that for sure. And then the prime minister has all the rest of the sacking.
Like, yeah, I
why,
mean, yeah, so like it's like the monarchy's in control of things, and the prime minister just like does the day-to-day shit. It seems to me.
Dance puppet.
We'll go to the monarchy, for example. We'll go to the monarchy for weed, for example. We've legalized weed. We'll go to say, okay, we're legalizing weed. They might look at it and say, oh no, you can't. What happened? We still went and legalized it anyways. We only giving her the audacity, the grace,
You legalized weed and ran out of weed in 2 days. That's what happened in Canada. They legalized weed, and 2 days later, no dispensary had any weed.
It's true.
I think that's why they haven't legalized it down here. I think that they're afraid that's gonna happen in Louisiana.
Like
if they're gonna legalize it, at Bourbon Street's gonna be fucking lit. Next thing you know, they're
well,
gonna be out in 5 minutes.
like the fucking queen sacked the prime minister of Australia once.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see, within a 5-mile radius, we've got.
But again, it has to have a lot of diplomatic communes, and there has to be like treason, shit like that. There has to be real probable cause.
Within a 5-mile
to be truthful,
radius,
Trudeau would have been out. To be truthful, Trudeau would have been out over a couple of years over the first term.
I don't really think
the only reason why he got in is because his daddy was one.
I don't think that the fucking monarchy cares about Trudeau, or really very much of anything that's happening in Canada right now.
No, like I said, we're our country. We really don't pay attention to the British or what they friggin' do. No offense, loves you guys, but yeah, we don't really think it. Like it's when the monarchy, the Queen passed away. You know.
I think Queen Elizabeth was better at like fucking taking care of the Commonwealth countries and paying attention to what they needed and shit.
And that's why we appreciated her and respected her. We gave her the respect and the audacity for that. Prince Charles? No. No.
we will respect that his stuff or whatever, but yeah, he doesn't want to come visit, but his kids can.
Everybody in the fucking world
And that
respected the queen.
has to do with the fact of the whole Camilla thing.
The,
And Princess Diana, may she rest in peace.
the,
She is the true queen right now. She should have been the true queen.
the queen
Yes,
the
I
queen
agree.
hadn't fucking pissed anybody off. You
I'm
know?
sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. In my eyes, Princess Diana is queen. Simple as that.
Should have been, yes.
Well, I'm gonna go ahead and bring this to an end. It's gonna take me a little bit to do it, but I'm gonna cook dinner and eat.
Do it.
Actually, no. I'm gonna stream Ready or Not for like an hour or so, and then after that, I'm gonna cook dinner and eat.
I hear ya.
Eat your dinner, brother.
I took the
Shit.
cheap route. I ordered pizza tonight.
I got steak,
Nice. I had steak yesterday.
so but I can let it marinate a little bit longer.
Hell
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna end the Kekfest here, and then I'm gonna transition into streaming Ready or Not.
Sweet.
Phil-
I'll be watching, brother.
Feel free to
Take
stick
care. I'll
around,
be-
and if you don't, that's cool too. It's whatever.
Yep.
I will see you all on the next live stream in a few minutes. Until then.